I'm Legendary Lou, host of MEDIATROCITIES.
This episode of MEDIATROCITIES was filmed in the basement of master marionette maker Ralph Kipniss.
Marionettes are basically known today as children's entertainment, thanks to the success of children's shows like Howdy Doody and other shows that used marionettes. Marionettes were dated as far back as 2000 BC and perhaps before. The ancient Greeks and Romans used marionettes, and in fact, children were known to have toy marionettes, and also the Hopi Indians in America used marionettes as well, making little snake characters, and this predated Christ many hundreds of years. The epic poems, the Odyssey and the Iliad were told using marionettes. So it was a communication device back then, for certain, not just for children, but for everyone. In fact, you could say that marionettes were the first animation. In the Middle Ages in Europe, marionettes were used to tell biblical tales, and in fact, the name Marionette means Little Mary, which referred to the Virgin Mary in the telling of the tale of the birth of Christ. So, marionettes were used in shows to tell biblical tales inside churches. Outside churches, you could have marionettes tell ribald tales of debauchery, sex, and madness, things that you couldn't tell inside the churches. So they were definitely forms of adult entertainment for certain. Composers such as Haydn created operas made for marionettes. So with marionette performances being commissioned with operas, you had a multimedia experience. You had the art of puppetry along with the orchestrations for operas. Multimedia experience for audiences back then. What are you looking at? The marionettes could be used for children's entertainment, adult entertainment, education purposes too. However, you could use marionettes for other different purposes. In Myanmar, they were used for political purposes, for instance. Because if you were the wrong messenger to come up with the wrong message at the wrong time to the king of Myanmar, you could lose your head. So what you would want to do in that case is present that bad news through the use of a marionette. Marionettes were the first animation, and they were used for different purposes, for different groups of people, for different means, throughout all of civilization. It is vital that we understand this, and that we understand that it is still a living and influential art form.
To learn more about how to rescue the lost marionettes of Ralph Kipniss, please visit us at theundergroundmultiplex.com.